Prince Harry's legal battle. Striving for personal security protection. In 2020, the world was shocked by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the British royal family. This decision, known as Megxit, marked the end of their official duties within the royal family. However, despite stepping down from their royal roles, a significant issue they faced was the British government's decision to withdraw their security protection after they stepped down. This decision triggered discontent from Prince Harry, who felt that, although he had stepped down from royal duties, the threats against him and his family did not diminish. Harry argued that, due to his status as a royal family member, he and his family were still entitled to protection from potential threats, particularly from the paparazzi and groups that might endanger his safety. This marked the beginning of a lengthy journey in a legal battle to regain the security protection he felt was necessary. In 2020, after stepping down from royal duties, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moved to California. This decision significantly changed their lives, including a reduction in the privileges and facilities they had while being part of the royal family. One of the affected aspects was the security protection provided by the UK government. The British government decided to suspend security protection for the couple, arguing that they no longer had an official role in the royal family and were living abroad. This decision was made by the Royal and VIP Executive Committee, RAVEC, which handles the security arrangements for the royal family. The government stated that only royals who continue to carry out official duties are entitled to government-provided protection. For Prince Harry, however, this decision was deeply disappointing. He felt that the threats against him and his family remained very real. Moreover, past incidents involving the paparazzi and security breaches proved that they needed proper protection. Harry even offered to pay for the security costs personally, but the government rejected this offer. They reiterated that this policy could not be changed, with the primary reason being Harry's status as a non-working royal. The legal claim. Prince Harry files a lawsuit, 7 minutes. Not satisfied with this decision, Prince Harry decided to file a lawsuit against the British government. He argued that his right to protection should be upheld and demanded that the decision by RAVEC to withdraw the security protection be reversed. In his claim, Harry stated that he and his family were still potential targets for threats, and the British government had an obligation to provide them with protection. Harry also offered to personally pay for the security costs, hoping that this would be a middle ground solution that the government would accept. However, the British government rejected this offer and maintained that their decision was legally justified based on Harry's status as no longer an active member of the royal family. This legal action sparked significant debate, with many supporting Harry, but others criticizing his actions. Some believed that, as a former member of the royal family, Harry should no longer receive state security protection, while others argued that the threats against him, as a public figure, were still valid and deserving of special attention. In early 2024, after a lengthy court process, the High Court of England delivered a disappointing ruling for Prince Harry. The court rejected Harry's claim, stating that the British government's decision to stop automatic security protection was lawful and justified. The court argued that, while the threats against Harry and his family were real, the British government's decision to withdraw protection was based on Harry's current status as a non-working royal. This ruling came as a significant blow to Harry, who felt that he had been treated unfairly. However, he did not give up. In an attempt to reverse the ruling, Harry appealed to the Court of Appeal. In May 2025, after a lengthy appeal process, the Court of Appeal upheld the High Court's decision. This ruling reinforced the argument that RAVEC's decision to withdraw security protection was not wrong, given Harry's status as a non-working royal and his residence abroad. However, the court did suggest that Harry could apply for security protection again in the future if the situation regarding security changed. This provided a glimmer of hope for Harry, although it still reaffirmed that automatic protection was not guaranteed. In addition to the legal implications, this battle had a significant financial impact on Prince Harry. As the losing party in the case, Harry was ordered to pay a substantial portion of the UK government's legal fees, which are estimated to exceed £1.5 million. This is a significant financial burden for Harry and his family. As a former member of the royal family, Harry no longer has a steady income from royal duties. He and Meghan rely on income from personal ventures, such as book deals and other partnerships. However, the legal fees that he must now pay add additional financial pressure on them. On the social front, this court battle also worsened the already strained relationship between Harry and the royal family. While both sides had previously indicated a desire to reconcile, this issue reopened old wounds between them. Some speculated that this ruling would further strain Harry's relationship with his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William. Throughout this legal process, reactions from the royal family and the public were mixed. Some members of the royal family chose to remain silent on the matter, while others offered more cautious responses. The royal family continued to maintain that the issue had been dealt with through the appropriate legal channels, and their decisions were in line with established protocols. Public opinion was divided on Harry's legal battle. Some supported him, arguing that he should be protected as a member of the royal family, while others believed that Harry should no longer be entitled to state-provided security after stepping down from his official role. Although this legal battle seems to have concluded with a binding decision, the issue of Prince Harry's personal security remains unresolved. The public and media continue to scrutinize the situation, as the threats against Harry and his family persist. In the future, Harry may seek alternative solutions by hiring private security services, even though this would add financial strain. Additionally, this case has sparked wider discussions on the policy regarding security for non-active members of the royal family, and whether such individuals should continue to receive state-provided protection given their public status. Prince Harry's legal battle over personal security protection has been a long and complex journey, involving not only legal aspects but also emotional, financial, and social dimensions. While his legal efforts in court have not yielded the desired outcome, he remains determined to ensure the safety of his family in any way he can. This court ruling may have ended the legal battle, but the issue of royal family security for non-active members remains an open question. Will policies change in the future to offer more protection for royals like Harry who no longer fulfill official duties? Only time will tell. The core issue in this news revolves around Prince Harry's legal battle concerning the withdrawal of his security protection after stepping down from his royal duties in 2020. The British government decided to withdraw state-provided security for Harry and his family following their decision to step back from royal duties and relocate abroad. Despite no longer holding official roles in the royal family, Harry felt that the threats to his safety remained as real as ever, particularly due to the paparazzi and other potential dangers associated with his public profile. He argued that, given his past status as a senior royal, he and his family should still receive the necessary protection, even though they had stepped down. The UK government, however, rejected this request, explaining that security protection would only be provided to members of the royal family who continued to perform official royal duties. Additionally, the government refused Harry's offer to personally fund his security, emphasizing that this would not change the policy regarding the provision of taxpayer-funded protection. In response to this decision, Harry initiated legal action, challenging the government's stance and seeking to have the decision overturned. His legal team argued that, due to the ongoing risks to his safety, it was essential that he and his family were entitled to state-funded protection. However, despite his claims, the High Court of England ruled against him in 2024, stating that the government's decision to withhold protection was lawful and did not infringe upon his rights. The court ruled that, as a non-working royal living abroad, Harry's situation no longer warranted the level of security provided to active royal family members. Not satisfied with this ruling, Harry appealed the decision to the Court of Appeal, but in May 2025, the court upheld the initial ruling, further confirming that the withdrawal of security protection was justified due to Harry's status as a former royal performing no official duties. However, the Court of Appeal did allow for the possibility that Harry could reapply for security protection if his circumstances changed. The legal proceedings have had significant financial implications. Harry was ordered to pay a large portion of the UK government's legal fees, which are estimated to exceed £1.5 million. This added financial burden is particularly heavy, considering Harry no longer receives a regular income from royal duties and relies on private business ventures with Meghan to sustain their lifestyle. Beyond the financial strain, the legal battle has exacerbated the already strained relationship between Harry and the royal family. The case has reignited public debates about the role of non-working royals and whether they should still receive state-funded security in light of their past roles and the ongoing threats they face as public figures. While some argue that Harry should not be entitled to taxpayer-funded security after stepping down from royal duties, others believe that the risks associated with his public profile justify continued protection. Furthermore, the legal battle has also raised broader questions about the security of non-working royals and the policies surrounding their protection. The case has highlighted the tension between the royal family's desire to maintain public image and manage resources efficiently and the very real security threats that Harry and his family continue to face. The legal defeat in both the High Court and Court of Appeal marks a significant moment in Harry's life, as it not only impacts his personal security but also underscores the deepening rift between him and the royal family. The ruling has drawn criticism from some quarters, who believe that it exposes the inadequacies of the royal family's approach to security for their members who no longer hold official positions. In conclusion, this ongoing issue is a reflection of the broader challenges that Harry faces as a public figure who has chosen to distance himself from the traditional royal family structure while still being subjected to intense public scrutiny. The outcome of his legal battle over security may have resolved the specific legal question, but it has left open important questions about the responsibilities and protections extended to former royals and their families. Thank you for following our coverage of Prince Harry's legal battle for personal security protection. We will continue to provide updates on the latest developments regarding the royal family and the issues they face. Stay tuned for more news.